got stuff over on the Build Guild side, but I'd like to know what's going on here. So on the Build Guild side, I think Viraz is already asleep, but I'll represent Viraz. He's built out the ERC20 version of the retroactive public goods funding. The way that works is you, as a founder, deploy a token, you distribute that token to your early contributors. You even sell a little bit if you want to make a little money up front and then bootstrap something. And then later on, whales or some kind of public goods funding can stream or drop ETH into your token contract, and it makes it so the token gains value. Basically, you raise the floor of the token by YOLOing ETH into it. And the way that works is when the ETH lands in a contract, it takes it, it splits it, it mints a bunch of tokens, and then it puts it up as liquidity within the Uniswap v3. So it's like a special wrapper contract around a Uniswap v3 position. And Viraz has that, and I can share the link. But my update on the public goods funding stuff is like that. I think the NFT is kind of treading water right now. We were waiting for Viraz to have this ERC20 version. And then hopefully what we'd really like is to have a really nice front end. And I think there are some Moonshot devs tinkering with this, but a really nice front end where you can say, I am a public good. I want to launch an NFT or an ERC20. Here are the parameters of my curve. Click one button, deploy the whole thing, and then from there on, you are a public good that can be retroactively funded. So we just need that front end. We need that last bit of polish. We need kind of a champion to run that. And that's where I kind of open it up to see if there's anybody on the call that is working on the retroactive public good stuff. Bliss is the guy.
I talked to Bliss earlier.
Right now, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'll be Bliss and I.
Yep.
So I just wanted to pinch and zoom on the market that this represents. Optimism and Vitalik see a world in which public goods are funded the same way VC-backed startups are funded. So like a world in which so much money is going to public goods like ETH2 clients, that they become investable. And this is a way of kind of tracking contributors to your project over time so that you can reward the people who were involved in angel funding or bootstrapping a public goods project. So like from a ecosystem development perspective, this is a really hot topic in 2022, retroactive public goods funding. And this is us building the operating system through which it could happen. So it's like a pretty strategically important thing to accomplishing our mission. So yeah, that's the broader strategic context. I don't know, Austin, if you have anything to add, or if Scott's here, he might as well.
I could mention like just the work I've done on the 721 side, the NFT side. Basically, we have funding mechanisms and we have a front end. I'm not going to dogfood it right now. I can do it async. I'm having some issues with it. But basically, you can create an ERC 721 with the floor mechanisms built in. And then also we have like a collection view for that. To be frank, I could use some assistance on the front end of that. That's kind of where we're at. Like the prototype really just needs like a nice, it just needs a nice front end. It's not my strong suit, but anybody can deploy without Solidity knowledge using only a CID, an IPF CID. You can deploy a floor enabled or a raise the floor enabled NFT. And also, I don't know if the aqueduct, is that something we could mention?
Yeah, I think that there's going to be a proposal going on in the forum for that in the next week or so. So maybe we can mention it on next month's call. But appreciate you picking up, No Wonder.
Also, No Wonder, if you don't run down someone to help you with that UI, hit me up, because I have a couple guys that could really help us out with that. But I mean, like, if someone on this call takes it, that would be even better. But if you don't find someone to help you with that front end, please ping me and nudge me a couple times, and I'll make sure we get that rolling.